Alrighty. How's everybody doing tonight, huh? Yeah. Any couples here at all? No? Okay, that's good. I just got out of being single recently, and it's pretty good. The one thing I don't miss about being in the dating game would be every time I bring a new girl to my house, every time you have to give them a little house tour and you get to your bedroom, and every time they say the same fucking thing. They say, "Oh, is this where the magic happens?" Like, yeah, okay, this is where I will pull a rabbit out of the hat, guess your card, and make your daddy issues disappear. But, yeah, the bedroom, that's an interesting, fun place. One thing that guys tend to do in the bedroom that I don't really understand would be, how do I put this? When a guy pulls out of the race just before the finish line and then crosses the finish line on her stomach. It's like you're pulling out, the end of the race is the best part. What are you doing? It doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of like the equivalent of a guy climbing all the way to the top of a mountain, and you reach the top, the summit, the payoff, and you spend the entire time trying to figure out how to text your buddy a picture of an icicle that looks like a dick. Or like if you paid for an hour-long massage, and in the last 5 minutes you get up from the table and just start rubbing your back into the door jamb instead. Or maybe if you're taking a road trip from Seattle to New York City, and at the very last second you say, "Fuck it, let's go to New Jersey instead." Does not make sense to me at all. But yeah, I recently got out of the dating game, that's great. But meeting the new ladies' friends is certainly interesting. Every group of friends seem to have that one friend that nobody can really explain why they are friends with them, why they like them. And they always seem to say the same thing, that, "Oh, you know what, you really just got to get to know them better." It's like that is the telltale sign that someone is an absolute piece of shit when you have to say that about them. But I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody else, don't get me wrong here. I do some weird things, everybody. I'll eat 9 candy bars and then wash it down with a glass of almond milk because regular milk is bad for you. Or I'll look for a remote in my house in the dark for a good solid 10 minutes before I realize, oh, I could probably turn the fucking light on and find this sucker. Or I'll sit at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green. That never happens. It stays red all the time. Or every payday, I live like a king for 2 days. With fine wine, cigars, golfing, slamming lines of cocaine in the back of a car in a Safeway parking lot at 4 a.m., just top of the world. And then reality sets back in, and for the next 12 days, you live like a peon, trying to figure out how to put gas in your car, how you're going to make rent. If I eat nothing but eggs and instant potatoes for 12 days, will I explode? Yeah, another thing I can't do is sit on the toilet seat, everybody. It's a sickness I have. I choose to hover. I hover at home, I hover in public. I've never actually sat on my own toilet seat in my own house. It's a bit of a sickness I have. But if anybody wants to have a wall sit competition, count me in. I will destroy you. But yeah, I was in the bathroom at work the other day. I had a nice hover going. And I looked over at the toilet paper.